Hello, everyone. Let's start today's webinar about Roivenue templates. Basically, it is going to be about how to provide Roivenue data to different people in your company, not only in your marketing team. We are going to show you what options Roivenue offers on top of the standard UI all of you knows. So let's check it out. There are multiple users or people in your company who might be interested in Roivenue's data, even though their motivation might be very different. We recognize something what we call primary Roivenue users, and you can imagine these as CMOs, performance managers, head of digital, and also marketing agencies. Probably most of you fits into one of these categories. And then we also recognize something as secondary Roivenue users. Those would be some C-levels, social media managers, which is part of marketing, but they focus on something else, or some people from financial department. And those two categories are quite different in how we or you, as let's say Roivenue ambassador in your company, should treat them. The primary users, they are actually very likely to have access to Roivenue. They know more or less what it is, what it's good for, why should they use it, etc. And all of them, they need similar type of data. It will be probably some performance marketing data, but it is going to be very different what level of detail or what kind of information an agency or performance marketers needs, and what your CMO is going to need. They probably do not need to see the data that often. They also do not need probably to have such detail. They are not going to check campaign or ad group performance on daily basis. On the other hand, the performance managers will need exactly that. And based on what exactly they need, part of their work might or might not be in Roivenue UI. And some of their needs can be very easily solved by using data exports from Roivenue and building the solution elsewhere. It is going to be the main part of today's talk. And then we have the secondary users. We can call them data consumers. They are someone who doesn't work with data that much. They need them, they want to work with them, but they don't want to dig into them. They already want to just read the data, have the information, have it quickly and easy to go. They also might need different kind of data. Let's say they might need some special details about it. They might need entirely different type of data. And going directly into Roivenue is probably not an option for them. Because it offers too much details, too much options. It might offer different ways how to look at the data, different from what they need. And for these, you still want to or can benefit from providing them with Roivenue data, but you will probably need to think of another way how to do that. And that's what we are focused on today. The option we would like to present to you is our Data Studio or Power BI templates. Those are templates we have prepared, free to use. You can go there right now, download them, use them, edit them in any way you like. So you can just use it as a starting point. Create it in your colors, brand it, add features, delete features. It should just gives you a place where to start. If you want ever to use them, you can go to docs.roivenue.com, and there is an introduction to Roivenue templates, where you are going to find all you need about how it works, how exactly implement it, and also the list of all the templates. So let's check out what kind of templates we actually have. We are going to go through a few of them. Some of them might look very similar, and this on purpose. It's the same data visualized differently for different needs of different stakeholders. So let's take a look at probably the biggest category. Many of you might be performance managers, or you might be visiting from agency. So you need, or performance managers need to have granular data. They are probably the ones who will spend time in the data every day, looking for the insights, for the patterns, for the ways how to actually achieve better performance. So they actually need to have campaign data, sometimes even ad sets or ad groups data. And you probably need to have that in some sort of easy to read, easy to compare table. So for that, we have the campaign template. I have it pre-open here. And what it shows you, it gives you an option to select any site, platform, channel, but also campaigns, and it's very easy to use ad groups as well if you are using ad groups within Roivenue. And what it gives you is just a brief overview of the revenue and profit of the given campaign or channel. And here you have the campaign split. So you can go one by one, analyze from the very beginning, from impressions through clicks to conversion rates, revenues, and actually define marketing profit. So that should give you a very powerful tool how to easily see the data campaign by campaign without any further, let's say, distractions. So let's take a look at something which is very new to Roivenue. So many of you might not know it yet. It's Roivenue finished connectors for Facebook and Instagram Insights. So it is very interesting now for social media managers as well, because right until now, performance metrics are not very interesting for them because they are interested mainly in reach, engagement, some metrics about their audience, etc. And this you can provide them with Roivenue. There is a template for it. We have Instagram Insights and Facebook Insights separately. It looks very, very similar. Let's check out what is there. Yeah, you have the engagement kind of metrics like reach, engagement, number of likes, impressions, from where the likes actually comes from, if it's image, video, some galleries. Remember, this is Instagram. What age and gender groups are your main audience? By that, you can actually adjust the content. You can also find out from where your audience is coming from. If you are using multiple different countries, you will see it split by country. Our demo data is actually made from Czech audience. And also, you will find performance of specific posts. It means specific pictures or videos, how much people engage with it, what was the reach, etc. We believe these are exactly the metrics social media managers need. So you can check it out and let us know if it was useful for them. Okay, let's go. The social media managers were probably the most different group from in our today's talk. The next ones are COO, CEOs, CMOs, COOs, and so on. These people are interested for sure in the performance. They are probably not going to use details of campaigns, ad groups, anything like that. They just want to see how much it cost, how much it generated, how much it improved or got worse during the time. And that's what exactly is the next template about. So very often your CEO or CMO in bigger companies can be asking you, okay, what was the performance of this or that or something else. And for that, we have the high-level overview here. You can set up a period, site, and platform, and you will see the comparisons. For the main cache metrics, you cannot see the comparison here in that case because we have just the demo data here, but once you load them, you will see the comparison with the last year. So year-over-year comparisons is probably something your C-levels will be very much interested in. And then they will see investment split by specific platform to know which of them cost the most, how much they have spent. And this will be sorted by cost of sales. So they will also see which of these has the best and the worst performance from all. And let's get to the last one. And there's the financial teams. This might be something you wouldn't think of. They are probably not interested in marketing, definitely not interested in marketing metrics. They don't care about clicks, impressions. That's not important to them. They need to know how much it costs, probably how much it generated, and maybe number of transactions to know what was the average order value. What they might do or might need is to filter the costs differently. And that's something very new in Roivenue, or in a way. Into Roivenue, you can add different costs besides the ones we download automatically. You can add costs through other expenses, cost of agency, cost of freelancers, some new graphic designs, print campaigns, any offline campaigns, and so on. And it wasn't very easy up until now to filter between these. If we check it in Roivenue, I can just go here and add any cost I like for external agency, only for specific period, for some platform or even channel. And all of these costs can be then filtered out with one click. There is an investment type, and I can filter if I want only online costs, which means the ones we are downloading from the platforms for you, or if I want the other expense, which means the cost I have added manually. And we actually created this template based on usage of our clients. because multiple plans started to use Roivenue to put in pretty much all important costs related to marketing. All different kinds of, it depends on what exactly you are spending your money. It can be influencers, it can be agencies, it can be even marketing tools like Roivenue, and so on. And through the financial report, you can easily provide this data to your financial teams. It has filter by site, filter by platform, and also the filter by investment type. So they can see the list of each costs and how much it generated. And also, if they filter out, okay, we would like to see only the additional costs, it will actually provide the data you have put in into Roivenue. So you can automate this process. We know that many of you have this sorted out already, but we also know that many of you still provide this data manually in some sort of Google Sheets and so on. And we think this way is way faster and more efficient. So we have filtered out only other expenses. We can see how these were split between days. And we can actually see what kind of campaign or investment type it was. We can see it was some spent into organic, to Facebook business, Bing, how much it was. If we would have filled it in, we would also see the campaign. So they would be able to tell, okay, this is a cost of freelancer who is doing new graphic design for Facebook business ads. And they have those data in one place. So I hope you liked it. I hope you are thinking, okay, it might be useful. And the question is how to use it. And I think it's the strongest point of it. It's very easy to set it up. Some of the reports are for Google Data Studio. Others are for Power BI. So it depends only on you if you are using Data Studio or Power BI. If you are using other platform, we are sorry, but currently the templates are only for these two. So what should you do? Let's say you would like to set up a financial report. So you can go to docs.roivenue.com, find the financial report. You are going to see, okay, what's in the report. And here you just click, okay, I would like to use it in Data Studio. And the next, what you can do is just hit Use Template. It will ask you for the data source. And the data source is something you have the steps described right here, what you should do. You just set up an export in Roivenue based on these steps. You select performance data, aggregate it. You are interested in site, platform, investment type, campaign, and some metrics like conversions, profit, revenues, and that's it. So you export it to Google Sheets and you just copy the Google Sheet here where you click the Use Template. You just hit Copy Report, and it will automatically fill in with your data, and you are done. You have all the edit rights. You can adjust it in any way you like. Okay, that was all from me. I will check out if we have some questions on Slido, but it seems we are fine. So that's all from me for today, and see you in 2 weeks on another session.